I'm Douglas Rushkoff. I'm a media theorist, and I'm the author, most recently, of Present Shock, When Everything Happens Now. When a society becomes too focused on chronos, I think they lose their sense of kairos. Chronos is one of the two Greek words for time, right? Chronos means time of the clock. What time is it, right? It is noon, it is 3, it is 7, right? Kairos is, were you in the right place at the right time? What's the right time to tell your dad you crashed the car? Oh, that's not the right time for that, right? It's not the right time because it's 7 or because it's 8. It's not the right time because of his emotional mood and the way things are. No, you are going to write a better article at a certain hour of the day than at another one, at a certain day of the week than another day. And do we have even an employment structure that allows us to have the right time? Or are we going to just, give all our bloggers Adderall and stick them in a room and tell them to just churn out more shit? Now, when we switch to digital time, we get this sense that all time is generic. It's like it's just numbers. There's not a different portion of the clock. It's not like this is night and that's day. There's this sense that everybody is on all the time. I can ping you, you can work at night, you could work a day. But what happens to people when they're working at night and day, when they're treating time interchangeably? Is they screw up everything, right? They end up with greater stress, they end up having to take Prozac, they end up not getting the right melatonin balance. I mean, even our primitive understanding of biological clocks shows their contours to the timescape, right? That when you ignore them, you do so at your peril. It's why, people on night shifts or doing shift work end up getting sick a whole lot more than people who are sort of on the regular day schedule. I do appreciate this as a store where you bring something and get it fixed instead of having a component replaced. Something's broken in your Apple, right, your computer, you go there and they take something out and put something back in for some children have manufactured in Singapore, right? Here you bring the thing and he opens it up and fixes it. He actually fixes the thing. It's just a mentality most of us don't have anymore.
What's the difference between the dinging we just heard right now and a pinging of an alert on your phone?
There's more information in the analog ping from the clock, right? Because you're just getting from your phone, whatever. You're getting a tiny, a 40K sample, right? Where try to get the full fidelity of that ding. You still can't. I mean, you can bring Deutsche Grammophon here, and with everything they got and 40-inch tape going at 30,000 miles an hour, and they still won't capture the totality of that real thing. I don't want people to lose touch with the real. Time is a great metaphor for it, but what I'm really looking at is there's people who really believe, and Ray Kurzweil, that our simulations, our digital simulations, will become indistinguishable for us from reality, right? If computers get better at complexity than humans' role in the universe's evolution towards complexity is over. I don't buy that. I think that kind of has the medium and the message reversed. I don't think we're here for information. I think information's here as a byproduct of us.
Can we ever get into the now? I mean, it seems like we're constantly...
Oh, you can get in the now. I mean, there's tons of ways to get in the now. I mean, the easiest way, and it's not necessarily the way I'd recommend, but the easiest way is just disconnect for a moment, go into nature, right? Just breathe, feel your heart. Put your hand on your heart, and you're in the now, right? Look into the eyes of your child. You're in the now. I'm thinking the more important way into the now is through. Right? It's not back, but through. How do you get into the now with all of the digital going on? How do you become the driver, of your highly digital presentist lifestyle rather than the passenger? And that's a greater challenge.